This is the multi-line chart template at SharePoint As you can see, this allows you to compare data trends. In this case, I'm showing different trends over time through the calendar year with a entry for each month. In order to use this template, we need to do a little bit of configuration, then we can copy and paste into SharePoint. You will need your data set up in a particular format. You'll set up your SharePoint fields so that you have comma delimited values. So if you look at my data in my SharePoint list, I've got that comma delimited values list. So I have 3 values for each field, and that's going to be 1 for each of the categories. In order to set that up, you can use calculated fields in SharePoint. So if you have number fields in your list, you can bring that together by using a formula, which is pretty easy to do. So as an example, I could just say number field 1 plus a comma, then number field 2, etc. That'll set up my data so that I can use this chart. There's lots of different things you can do to the configuration to change the appearance of the chart. That's entirely within your control by just updating the sliders and other settings until you have the appearance exactly how you want. If you want to get some ideas, you can just click on the different theme options, and that may help you have some ideas on how you might want to configure your chart. For the sake of our example, I'm just going to use the default theme 1. You do need to define your data sets. Those will appear as a key at the top of your chart. So I'll go ahead and put some things in here. I'll say technology, furniture, and hardware. Okay, you can also define your colors. So whatever you like. I'm just going to use the defaults. I am showing 3 different lines, so I just need to make sure I have comma separated values for those 3 settings. I'm going to do sales trend for the chart title. And then at the bottom, you need to go ahead and enter your fields for the list. You can do up to 20. In this case, I'm doing the months of the year. So I have 12 fields in my SharePoint list, which are January through December, and everything's already set up. In your case, you'll change that to match up with your SharePoint fields. I am ready to go. I can copy that template. I just need to follow the directions in the box and then click OK. And then I can bounce over to SharePoint. I've created a view where I'm going to apply this multi-line chart. I just need to go into the drop-down, click on Format Current View, and then once that box appears, I can just paste in my code and then save, and it will update the configuration. I do recommend that you try out the regular line chart first, and then you can do this as a more advanced option where you're basically consolidating line charts into one chart so you can compare data trends. There we go. So this is my data. We've got 3 different lines. At this point, I probably would tweak it so you could do things like adjust the height, adjust the colors, the background, the borders. Really everything about the appearance of this can be fine-tuned using this template. So there you have it. There's the multi-line chart. This is at SharePointDashboards.com. This is one of 36 different charting options available at the site. If you've not yet used this tool, you can sign up to get access to 21 free templates. You just need your name and email in order to do so. And then if you go on to use the subscription, that will give you full access to the site, which has as of now 237 different SharePoint dashboard templates. Hope you found that useful, and good luck.